morning. What a great morning it is. What a great time it is. What an outstanding opportunity we have on this morning, March the 15th, 2008, where we can join in the celebration of life, but even with the celebration of life, we have a special celebration that will be going on across this state, across this city, and that is there at Redeemed Church. I know Redeemed Missionary Baptist Church. They were talking about the Walnut Grove experience, but my experiences with the Redeemed Missionary Baptist Church go back to 8th and Stonewall. We'll talk about that a little better because I know that Reverend Drinkwater, I know that the Redeemed Church, the Redeemed family, remember us 8th and Stonewall. We've come a long way, and we've come a long way together. Every time I pass by that what was formerly a laundromat, until Reverend Drinkwater got there and changed the whole attitude for that area. Great things happen when you work hard, when you believe hard, and when you pray hard. Thank you, Reverend Drinkwater. We're going to tell them a little bit more, not about your sermons, but we're going to tell them about how you've opened up your heart to just our family, to just the Miss Black Oklahoma family, to the NAACP Youth Council, to the NAACP, and to this entire community. Keep up the good work, but we will continue. We will make sure that we point out that tomorrow on Sunday, March the 16th, something good, something great will be happening there on Drinkwater Drive. So sit back. If you haven't had a chance yet, do me a favor. Make sure that you got that pencil ready. Make sure you got that paper ready because there are going to be a lot of things that we're going to be mentioning that you will need to take notes on. There are going to be some issues that we're going to drop out on you, not like last week when you didn't know that many calls. I didn't get as many calls, but I got stopped. I got stopped at the grocery store. I got stopped at different places by people that were still concerned about our Oklahoma City public school system. So 672-1220 is our number out here. 672-1220 will give you an opportunity to express how you feel about the Oklahoma City public school system. And we'll do that for the first 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll go on from there. So sit back, enjoy this. We know that you're going to love it because we love it. Ready for it? And I'm almost ready for it. But in the meanwhile, got to get my pencil ready, got to get my paper ready, because there's been a lot of things that have gone on this week, and we want to remind you of it, but we want to challenge you. During this week, the schools are out, the kids are home, but sit back and get ready for this. Spring break, is that what it is? But whatever it is, your kids are home, you don't have to worry about taking them out to the schools, but you can worry about them doing some productive things. Ralph Ellison Library will be open all week. Enjoy this. One place you've heard about it, one place that we're going to tell you more about is what will be happening this week, what will be happening tomorrow at the Redeemed Missionary Baptist Church. This part of our program is being brought to you by none other than Uniquely You Boutique. It's located at 730 West Britton Road. That phone number is 843-0811. Why would Uniquely You want to sponsor that? Why would they want to tell you about the beautiful dresses and the outstanding, beautiful hats that they have there for that special woman in your life? And Uniquely You, 730 West Britton Road. Invite you to go by there. You might want to go by yourself and then come back and get your wife or your girlfriend or whoever you buy clothes for, because there's so many beautiful things in there that you would want to take home with you. Great things will happen as you continue to listen. By now I know that you call that friend, you call that neighbor, and you've told them about the Clara Luper show that's being on. No, Mom is not here out in the studio with us, but she's here in spirit, here in the studio with us. She's here she's at home now, and she's taking care of business there, and hopefully she'll have an opportunity to call in today. But one of the loves of her life has been the Zeta Phi Beta sorority. I want to remind you that the Chi Zeta chapter will host its annual Final Womanhood's observance That's on March the 15th. That's this evening at 6 o'clock. Now, this event has been held annually to recognize the members of the community who give of their time and service to improve the conditions of our citizens. Now, they have a special speaker this year, that's none other than Audrey Howard Harris, the businesswoman, the inspirational speaker, the church leader, and a member of many other community organizations, but a lady that has exemplifies what the Chi Zeta chapter and their finer womanhood observance is all about. We are looking forward to that at 6 o'clock this evening. We're looking forward to some other events that will be happening here. Where was that other? I got so many papers out here. I kind of feel like the young man that just left here, JD. He had papers everywhere, but his papers were organized. Mine are not that organized. But I know you're organized there at your home because I'm going to take my hat off right now to Reverend Drinkwater for those 39. I know they have not been easy years. I know they have not always been a smooth road, but I do know that he has persevered. I do know that he's fought the fight, and is fighting a good fight now. And tomorrow, well, we've had a chance all week to show him and to tell him, but tomorrow is a very special day, and we invite you to go by the Redeemed Baptist Church. We are moving right along. I am anticipating a long-distance call here, and I know that you might as well anticipate it with me because it's going to be something great that we've talked about that we're going to give you an update on. But while my hat is off, I must compliment some of the teams, some of the basketball teams. How you going to get football in there, Cal? Some of the basketball teams that had won the state championship during the past state championship events out at the big house out at the state fairgrounds. Hopefully you'll be hearing more about it. Hopefully you've read about it. But even better than that you were there in attendance and saw these young people and those dedicated coaches and the dedicated cheerleaders and that cheering section making it known that, hey, we're in the big house and we are getting it ready. Millwood High School, Star Spencer High School, even Douglas. I love that Trojan spirit still, even though they didn't win, they still had that spirit out there at the big house. And that spirit carried on through their school. 672-1220 is the number here. Waiting on that call. And in the meanwhile, while we're waiting, I guess I'll go to another song. We toe tapping, we clapping, but we're happy. And ain't nothing wrong with being happy, nothing wrong with being joyous, because we have so many reasons to celebrate just being here, just being a part of your life. Thank you so much for sharing with us. And no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, I know that you're going to love this. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you so much, Jesus. Because some things are happening out at the First Baptist Church of Green Pastures. This is their 32nd appreciation services for their minister and the First Lady that they will be celebrating this week. And there's a 39 there redeemed. But on the line, I have a very special young lady that did something last Sunday, matter of fact, that I'm certain that she told you about it last Saturday, but I know that she wants to tell you about what happened, who won, and the things that are going on down there in Ardmore, Oklahoma. Good morning, Fox. How are you doing this beautiful Saturday morning?
Good morning, Calvin. It's just a beautiful day, and I want the radio listening audience to know that Ardmore had a beautiful pageant last night.
What kind of pageant
Sunday
was it?
Evening, it was extravaganza. It was wonderful.
Okay. Well, Fox, kind of help me out. What type of pageant was that?
The pageant included contestants for Miss Black Ardmore, Mr. Debonair. We featured this year the Miss Junior Teen Model and Mr. Junior Teen Model as a part of our pageant. Also, we had pages that participated also. It was a combination of about 35 young people from elementary, middle school, and high school encompassed that pageant. That for its participation is concerned. We also had students from Pauls Valley High School and Duncan High School that participated.
Well, that was last Sunday,
Yeah, last
Miss
Sunday.
Mary Johnson, the Fox, as we love to call you. So, who won there in the Miss Black Oklahoma, the Miss Black Ardmore pageant, Mr. Debonair pageantry, the other pageant, the other participants you have? Who were the winners? Will you share that with us?
Yes, I would love to. Miss Black Ardmore for 2008 is Kayla Stubblefield. She is the daughter of James Stubblefield and Angela Wheeler. James Stubblefield Jr., her brother, was crowned Mr. Debonair of 2008.
Her brother was crowned Mr.
Her
Debonair.
brother was Mr. Debonair 2008, and she is Miss Black Ardmore 2008. Our Miss Junior Miss Black Ardmore is Mariah Boyer. Our Junior Miss Black Teen Model is Erica Jones. And our Junior Mr. Debonair Teen Model is
Well, Fox,
James, is Levante Douglas.
while you're getting that together, let me sort of share with you the date that we're scheduling that we're shooting for the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant. That young lady will have to come up here and strut her stuff and get past those interviews with the judges, and then plus win the hearts of those of us out in the audience. And we're shooting for June the 28th. Okay,
June 28th?
June 28th. That's the date that we're shooting for. And when we aim and we shoot, we generally hit what we aim for. But I'll be telling you much more about it. You know, you'll be getting the paperwork on it down there in Ardmore. But then, how was the attendance there at the Miss Black Ardmore pageantry?
We had an overflowing crowd. We had people that were standing up. We ran out of chairs. They found every chair they could in the community center, and they brought some in. But it was an overflowing crowd. People were just anxious, I guess, to see what we're going to bring this year. Each year we try to bring something that is exciting, something that is entertaining, to bring people in our community that can uplift people in the community and also the students that are there. Some of our entertainment we had at the pageant was Langston University royalty, and these people are Miss Langston University, Miss Taylor Byrne, Mr. Langston University 2007, Brandon Clemens, and Miss Black Langston University, Lori Jackson, were some of our special guests. Also, to top things off, we had Miss Black Oklahoma. Tanisha Williams was there. Also, the past Miss Black Langston University and Miss former Black Langston University, Rachel Goff, served as one of the MCs and entertainer. We had, from Pauls Valley, Oklahoma, we had Tori Jackson, who's a former Miss Southwest Community College. She's now attending University of Central Oklahoma. She was an MC, also an entertainer at the pageant. And all the way from Muskogee, Oklahoma, we had Sharika Jones, who was a former Miss Black Muskogee who attends University of Oklahoma. Right. She did a special dance selection. She's a former Miss Black Muskogee.
Okay. All right. Well, fine.
So we had exciting people that were there to get the crowd moving. You know, it's wonderful to have outstanding talent to come to your community and uplift the kids in your community, and hopefully that these young people that came to the pageant were able to say, "Hey, let's look at these young people and say, I can do this. I can be a part of this one day." So that was my aspiration. It was to uplift the kids in our community and show them that they can do some things and be more self-motivated, creative, and they also enhance their talents.
Well, Fox, you know, during the course of this radio show over the years, and especially during this hour, I've been prone to make a mistake. And I made a big one there. The date of the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant will not be June the 28th, but it is June the 21st of this year. And
okay.
You will be getting that information out. And those of you who are listening and taking notes, June the 21st is the date of the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant, and it will be
Calvin,
here in Oklahoma City.
I would
Yes.
like to mention the names of the contestants. Tanayla Taylor, the daughter of Randy Taylor and Tina Cantley. Sharon Shikanga, daughter of Reverend and Mrs. Shikanga. Megan Steele of Pauls Valley, Oklahoma, Bethlehem Baptist Church. Her parents are Mr. Perry and Kaven Lawrence, and their pastor of Bethlehem Baptist Church is the Reverend Eton. And we had several people from that church family to attend the pageant last week. Sharice Bowen of Duncan, Oklahoma, the daughter of Kaven and the Linda Bowens were also contestants. We just had a wonderful time. You know, putting on a pageant is not something that happens overnight. It was like 4 months of work,
Preparation, yes.
4 months of intensive work. And if you want to do your best, you got to put some time in it. And I'd like to thank all the people that participated, our sponsors, and my main sponsor for the pageant is Langston University. They've helped sponsor the pageant. They've been helped sponsor this pageant since 1979.
My goodness. Well, Fox, you've done it. And once again, hopefully you've come up with a contestant that will be competitive there in the Miss Black Oklahoma pageantry. We look forward to meeting her. We look forward to seeing the other participants down there during the course of the Miss Black Oklahoma week. There will be going on that week. June 21st will be the date of the pageant. So June the 14th, the young lady should be trying to come in, will be coming into town. You know,
Okay.
one thing that we've been talking about this morning, has been Reverend Drinkwater, their Redeemed Missionary Baptist Church. And I'm certain that you remember that year that he invited all of the Miss Black Oklahoma staff and contestants, the escorts, and the pages to worship with him there at the Redeemed Church. Another feather in his cap. So we're looking forward to doing something there this year too. Okay?
All right. Thank you, Calvin.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Fox. Miss Mary Johnson from Langston University from Ardmore, Oklahoma, who loves young people, who works hard to challenge young people and make sure that they reach their full potential. All righty?
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
We we have another call on the line, and I'll get right to it. But I'm enjoying reading something that has brought a difference in my way of thinking. You know, so many of our kids get hung up in just thinking about history, just thinking about not the challenging sciences, not the challenging courses in school, but the easy courses. And one thing that our state, that our city, that our industries around here need are some more people in math and engineering. And I didn't say it, but I have said it. But the young man that was here in town that talked about it, and Langston University was a part of that. But this part of the program is being brought to you by none other than Gates Barbershop, located at 2609 North Martin Luther King Avenue here in our great state, the great city. Also by Hometown Market there at 23rd and Northeast Martin Luther King. So sit back and enjoy this caller. Good morning, caller. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Good.
How are you? I was calling you to tell you about the fundraiser that my pastor is giving this morning from 5 a.m. until we're Anointed Acts Ministries over at 1733 Northwest 38th Street here in Oklahoma City. Our phone number is 525-0999.
Well, you're going a little fast there for me. What's the
Okay,
name? What's the name of the church? What's the name of the pastor? And what is that event again?
Okay. The church is called Anointed Acts Ministries
Okay.
Incorporated. And we're doing a pancake fundraiser for our pastor and her husband. They're having a church anniversary, which is April the 2nd through the 6th. We'd like all the whole community of Oklahoma City to come out to get pancakes. It's $3 a plate. You get 3 pancakes, sausage and eggs, coffee, orange juice, and milk.
And that address again of it?
1733 Northwest 38th.
Okay.
And our department is Karen and Sharon's fundraising department. For everybody to come out and just to share some, just share God's blessings and conversate and just have fun with the Lord. Eating breakfast this morning.
Well, I sure wish I'd known a little earlier. 5 o'clock in the
Well, I
morning,
mean,
but I didn't know.
whenever you
But
get through, what time are you getting off?
well, probably around 10ish, 10 o'clock after
That's
10 or
fine.
something.
Please come on over. I'll take care of your pancakes myself.
Oh, don't do that. Just wait on me to get there. But we want everybody that's listening to come by 1733 Northwest 38th Street. And the name of the church was
X
uh,
Ministries.
the Anointed Acts Ministries.
Uh huh.
Okay, well you said it. You
All
called
right
in.
then, brother.
Okay. We look forward to seeing you, and I know the pancakes will be fluffy, and I can.
Yes.
I know the eggs are
The,
just
and
right.
yes, because they farm fresh eggs. They come
Farm
off a
fresh.
man's farm.
Uh
Yeah,
oh.
that
Spe-
donated it to us.
special chickens, eh? Farm
Yeah.
fresh.
And the signs
Okay.
outside says pancake fundraise. Come on in. The
Well,
price is right for the pancakes for
oh,
$3
$3.
a plate.
You can't beat that. That
No,
sounds
you can't. You
outstanding.
can't even go to Denny's or IHOP for that, baby.
Well, I'm not gonna mention Dennis, and I'm not gonna
Oh yeah,
mention
we know we
IHOP.
can't mention Denny's. You know how that went
I'm going
down.
to mention Anointed, and
Anointed Acts.
an Anointed Acts Church, and it's a fundraiser.
It's a
So
fundraiser.
let's participate the best we can, and let's make sure that we do our part to make a difference in our city. We can start over there. All right.
All right, thank you, brother.
Okay. And
May
who
God
are you?
bless you.
What was your
My
name
name
again?
My name is Karen.
All right, Karen. You part of the ministry over there, aren't you?
Yes, sir, I am. Me and my twin sister is Karen and Sharon Dawson.
Okay. I knew it sounded familiar. All right, Karen. Tell
Uh,
Sharon I said hello.
yeah, she
And
kept on saying, "Let me talk to Calvin. Let me talk." Well, it was nice talking to you, brother, and I'll see you when you get off from work.
Okay.
Pancakes will be ready.
Pancakes will. Well, don't have them ready now. Wait till I get there. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
want
we
'em cold.
cook them right. We cook 'em right in front of you.
You got
It's
you
Calvin.
be
Oh, hold on,
you
Calvin.
be surprised. You got Lex over there licking his lips.
You used to be,
Got
wait
all-
a minute. Wait a minute, Calvin. She want to talk to you. Hold on.
Well, okay.
Hey, Kelvin,
Yes.
you know who I am. You used to be my photographer when I was a lifeguard.
Oh, well, certainly. I know. Over there,
Sharon.
Douglas. Over
But
at
I was
Douglas.
And that was my twin you was talking to. I'm Sharon. That was Karen.
Okay.
We're doing a fundraiser, for the deaf ministry. I signed for the deaf here at Anointed Acts, and we need for you to go and announce that.
Well, she's been talking about it, and she's told everyone, and nothing else I can say except that when you get there, the pancakes will start. The eggs are farm fresh, and they're specially laid, especially for today's
That's right.
thing.
That's
Anointed
right. Some
Acts,
country eggs. That's
Yeah.
right, Calvin.
Anointed Acts Church at 1733 Northwest 38th
That's right,
Street.
Calvin.
Okay.
Thank you. How's your mother doing?
She's doing spectacularly well.
Okay,
We're so proud of her.
She came out wasn't she like in a nursing home just for a minute?
Yes, she was, but she's at home now.
The kid home now, ain't she?
She's at home now,
You give
taking
her
care
a
of
kiss on the
business.
jaw for me. You know
What?
she always leadership me down. You know what I'm talking about? Always trying to make sure that I was doing something.
Well, I'm certain that you're familiar with the Board of Education. That was a good friend of Mom's. And
Huh?
the Board of Education that Mom helped inspire a lot of students with,
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
Dungy through John
Yeah.
Marshall and every
Yeah,
place else.
Believe me, I know a lot about your mama.
Okay.
But when you was out there photographing, and I was a lifeguard, is when we really got close.
Well, you were working there at the Douglas Center, right?
The Douglas Center,
All
yeah.
right. Okay. See, my
And
memory
your
is not
mother
the best.
sponsored my twin sister.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Yes, Kevin, your mom sponsored me for Miss Black, Oklahoma
Well, I
back
think.
in 1977.
Yeah, I know you're a little old now to participate. Yeah.
I'm still
You're
fine.
still fine. Okay.
I'm still
But
fine,
are you
baby.
still intelligent?
Very intelligent.
Very
I just got
intelligent
my,
and
I
still
just got my
fine.
master's about 4 months ago.
Well,
Yes,
then
sir.
that's the reason for the pageantry, to inspire and to motivate. And
Yeah.
I know that you're doing your religious duty. You're taking care of business out there at
Yes.
the Anointed Acts, and we're proud
Yeah.
of you.
We
And we're
love
proud
our-
of all our former Miss Black Oklahoma participants, but we're especially proud of Paul Karen. Okay.
Thank you,
All
Kelvin.
right.
Well,
Love it.
we see you soon, sweetie.
We'll see you later. All right.
All right.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
for calling and being a part
Thank
of the
you.
show. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. I started telling you about the 32nd appreciation service out at the First Baptist Church, the Green Pastors, and that's Reverend Raymond Wandick and his beautiful First Lady Mara. They will be celebrating the 32nd appreciation. We've told you about the 39th, so you We're not going to tell you about Fifth Street, what we're doing up there yet, but we will be taking care of business this Sunday morning. And all of the churches, I had a list here, and but I'll get back to it. Well, I'm getting worse and worse every Saturday morning. I can't keep up with my list, but I can keep up with the fact that we know that you are ready to take care of business, and you can take care of business by going by hometown there at 23rd and Martin Luther King, by going by the Gates Barbershop, by being a part of the Chauncey Chardina's Daycare Center, by going by there and seeing what those young people are doing every day. They don't need a holiday to take care of it because Mrs. Matthews and her dynamic staff, they start the kids off early learning to read, learning to do their math, learning to be productive in the school system so that when they get to school, that they can already know something extra. So sit back and enjoy this one. I know you will.
Let me see a hand that know he's worthy up in here. If you know he's worthy up in here, you ought to just wave your hand up in here. Let him know.
Well, hands are raising all over our great city. So if you're driving, leave one hand on the steering wheel, but wave that other one because we have a lot to be thankful for, especially those of us who had an opportunity to know some of the people whose names I'm going to mention now. And I'm thinking, I'm reading about, and I'm feeling the loss of Dorothy Burnett. And I want to thank her family. I want to thank her husband, her kids, and everybody for giving us an opportunity to meet and to know her and to love her. She was a member of the AKA sorority, also the 13 Pals Bridge Club, and she went home to meet our Lord, and the services were held on March the 8th, and we're definitely going to miss her. Another young man, a young man that we all knew that we're going to miss extremely much, and that's none other than Clarence Harkins. The members of the Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity really will miss him, but those of us who had worked with him, those of us who had brought T-shirts from him, those of us who bought many of the items that he sold at his booth will definitely miss him. So, Brother Hawkins and the family of Brother Hawkins, thank you for giving us an opportunity to have known him and you sharing him with our community. And we're definitely will miss him. Somebody got to step up to the plate and pick up the slack. Now, where and when can we do that? We started off talking about the state championships. We started off bragging about the many other things, but you had your pencil ready, you have your paper ready, and you have the correct date for the Miss Black Oklahoma, and I didn't miss nothing. But we also wanted to know how you felt about the Porter superintendent race. I haven't heard, not race, but the superintendent of the Oklahoma City Public School Systems. The question that I had asked last week that I didn't get the answer that I was hoping I would get was, what would you do if you had been in Porter's shoes? How would you have handled that? But maybe today we'll get that. I know that nothing but registered voters are listening, and that they're getting ready to vote on the next upcoming bond issue here in Oklahoma, and to make a difference in the presidential elections when that time comes up. So, Merlin, I was waiting on you, but then I know you might be out at Uniquely Used Boutique, taking care of business, getting ready for the Easter parade with those beautiful dresses and hats that you have there. And I was hoping that you would call, but then since you haven't, I know that Edwards Edition is definitely something is going on out in Edwards Edition now, but maybe I can get back to that. So, Lex, I hate to bother you again, but I'm going to have to bother you because I want to lead into where we're talking about the great things that are happening there in the Edwards Edition area. The great things that are happening out there at 1733 Northwest 38th Street. And the many churches that have events going on this weekend that you can be a part of. So sit back, and I hope that you enjoy this. If you don't enjoy it, don't call me out here at the station, or wait till later on in the week and call me and let me know. So we love you, Oklahoma. We love you, Oklahoma City. Ardmore, we're looking forward to meeting Miss Black Ardmore. I know you're going to love this. We've made it. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to share with you on this beautiful Saturday morning. Things will never be the same, as I was saying out in Edwards Edition, because we lost two strong people there. I'm thinking of Herbert King, my brother, whose services will be held this morning at the Tabitha Baptist Church. I'm thinking of a great friend and a member of the sit-in movement, because I have to call him that, but it's because he was. Also, Brother Lincoln House and Sherry and Carolyn, I want all of you to know that we here at the station, we here at the Clara Luper show want you to know that we're going to miss both of these young men because of the integral part, of the strong part that they've played in making our community a better place, and no doubt about it. Lincoln, he was a mess, but he was a good mess, and he did a great job in raising his family, and I know his poor wife was going to be missing him. So if anything that you can do for any of these families that have been touched by the angel of death this week, let's do it for them, and let's give them their flowers while they're still here. It's something that we can do besides just talk that talk. We got to show up. We got to do it. Well, we're running down. We've told you about Ardmore. We wanted to mention to you about the Freeman's meeting that's coming up, but you have to find that out on your own. Invite you to look at the Ebony magazine, where they have a beautiful article in there talking about one of our own, Miss Marilyn Van, and the fight that she's been fighting over the years to make sure that those of us with Indian blood are mentioned, are able to do the things that we should be able to do. And Marilyn, congratulations. I know Tillman is happy. And I know that all of the people that will be at the meeting, I believe that's tomorrow. No, it's next week sometime. But check your local paper or call Marilyn Van. She'll give you the exact place and the time and the location of that. Since nobody's worried about Porter, I guess he's not going to come back to the school system. So we won't worry about that anymore. But what we do is put the challenge out once again to those young people who will be out of school this week. They'll be in different places. Hopefully they'll be at the library. Hopefully they may be in their churches. And hopefully they'll be studying something so that they can be ready to compete in today's society. We emphasize the fact that we need more students in math, engineering, and mathematics, and history, and all of the disciplines. But we need you to be prepared. We need you to be able to go into school, and when you see students like you used to be, then you know how to teach them. Great things will happen when you're prepared and able to do it. So we're taking our hat off again because we're running up until tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, when all of you are invited to be at the Redeemed Missionary Baptist Church and join with the church family there in celebrating Reverend Drinkwater's and the church anniversary, where you are invited this evening to go by this morning to go by the Anointed Acts breakfast at 1733 Northwest 38th Street, where remind you about Gates Barbershop there at 2609 Martin Luther King, Hometown Grocery Store 23rd and Martin Luther King, the mere fact that Chauncey Chardina's daycare center is located there on Northeast 50th in the 1700 block, and all of our advertisers, all the advertisers that you hear about here on this station. But time is about out now, and I want poor JD, little JD that you've heard earlier this morning. JD, we know it's your birthday, but it's also DJ's birthday, your brother's birthday. And Lex, we missed you last week, but you were out somewhere, not celebrating probably, but you were out somewhere taking care of business here in Oklahoma somewhere. But we missed you out here at the station, and we know that you came back ready to take care of business, and we've been able to tell that this morning. Mom, we hope you're feeling much better. And Merlin, I'll see you out at not at the 730 West Britton Road, the Uniquely You. But in the meanwhile, enjoy this as we get up ready to get out of here. those of us who are here, the challenge is on us. Let's make sure that we accept the challenge and run with the ball as fast as we can. Let's do the Reverend Drinkwater. Let's take what little we have and make something out of it. So sit back and enjoy this. Happy anniversary, Reverend Drinkwater and Redeemed Church. Happy anniversary to you, and may you have many, many more. Happy birthday, JD. Happy birthday, DJ. Happy birthday, Lex. Even though it's belated, but happy birthday to you. And may you too have many, many more. That was different, but that was good too. So make sure that, hey neighbor, we're going to be kind to each other this week. Hey friend, we're going to be kind to each other this week. Hey, with school being out, we're going to not waste our time looking at all the TV programs, but the Ralph Ellison's library is open. We're going to spend some time in the library. Might even do a special book report so that teacher will be extremely happy with it. Might even learn something different this week. But it won't be a lot of TV time because our parents are going to make sure that we do something constructive with this week that we have. Let's take care of business. Together we can do it. Lex, I'm going to jump on out of here, and I'll see you later.
And we'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Clara Luper Show. Join Sister Clara Luper here each and every Saturday from 9 until 10. And until next Saturday, may God bless you.